Hello, greetings, and salutations, everybody. Pixelham here, bringing you guys something a little bit more different, but totally in tandem with the work-in-progress shots of the I Hate Fairyland comic dub right here on Patreon. As per usual, I like to give a little bit of context of what's happening in the work-in-progress shot, as well as just some insightful behind-the-scenes commentary. Jumping right in, I'd like to first point out that this is a much more completed shot for the beginning of the comic dub. At least this scene happens a little bit more at the beginning of the episode, and it features a very, I'd say, very well dynamic, serious phone conversation between Horribella and Bill. You know, they're always plotting and scheming Gertrude's downfall. I'd also like to point out many of the more completed audio-visual details in the completed shot, that being visually the comic panels that are now isolated and timed to the audio or sound effects and or dialogue. Also, much of the dialogue and ambient stuff is there. As you've noticed, there is no soundtrack to it yet because I have not gotten to that. I normally do that last, but in this case, you know, you can still hear some ambient stuff or a lot of sound effects that may or may not be placeholder stuff, scratch audio that may or may not end up on the cutting room floor, but that is yet to be seen. And rounding out and wrapping up this behind-the-scenes commentary, I'd like to give a big shout-out to the voice actors featured in this work-in-progress shot, those being the oh-so-talented voices of Corey Levere and Roger Hana, the voices of respective characters Bill and Horribella. I will also leave their socials here in a little button option so you guys can follow them or just tell them hello and, you know, compliment them on their performance in the comic dub. They absolutely deserve to hear it because they are awesome and absolutely amazing. All that being said, I'd like to give a special thanks to all of you who listened to the end of this audio and took the time to just indulge in a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that goes into the I Hate Fairyland comic dub. Until next time, this is Pixelham saying, stay tuned.